We might be on lockdown, but we're not knocked down. Hi, this is Simon Jordan. Welcome back to an episode of my Marketing Hints and Tips. So this is unprecedented times, isn't it? Here in the UK, we're on lockdown. We can only go out for short periods of time and we've got to stay at home, which is a brilliant way to stop the virus spreading, obviously. But as I said at the beginning, we might be on lockdown, but we're not knocked down. We've got to remain positive, people. I know these are early days, but if we focus on what we can do rather than what we don't have or what's been taken away from us, we can get through this. So if we set goals each week or something like that, just to think, well, what can I do today? What can I do tomorrow? Just step by step living each day as we go. But here's my top 10 tips for how to get through this lockdown and to boost your business. So, and I've written down on paper because I'm of an age where I don't have a brilliant memory now. So bear with me. So number one, take some time to go through your website. Does your contact page, for example, does it actually work? If you were to send an email from there or a message, does it land in your inbox? So check things like that out. Go through it, log into the dashboard at the back end, whatever you're using. Is all the SEO set up properly? Go through that, do a spring clean of your website. You know, so often the website goes up and then you just leave it. You'll put blogs on there, but you don't touch anything else. So go in there and review it. So that's point number one. Point number two, start video blogging, doing these. You know, these have done brilliantly for my business. You know, I've now done video blogging, giving my hints and tips now for coming up to about 9 years on and off. And it's been fantastic. It helped me build my business. So start doing that. Watch YouTube videos, get some hints and tips, follow what I'm doing, get yourself set up. It's brilliant. Amazon are still delivering. I've just had a notification today that they are still delivering, which is fantastic. Tip number three, start a podcast. Again, do some research. Play around. We've now got this time. You know, if you are being reduced financially with clients, take that as a moment to think, okay, let's go forward. What else can I do? Start researching in podcasts, all that kind of stuff. Just try it out. Do some, write some titles down of what you can talk about. You know, it's all about adding value to the marketplace, adding value, your thoughts. Podcasts are huge at the moment. Again, back about 10 years ago, I started the Simon Jordan Radio Show. It was just a podcast and I was interviewing people from all over the world. It's a brilliant way to connect with people and get your thoughts down there. So that's tip number three. Number four, write a blog. It's so simple. In fact, if you watch these videos on my website, you'll know that the transcription of these is below there. There are lots of fantastic services out there which you can do that, and I will put them on the webpage for here. So if you go to my website, simonjordan.com, and find this video, on there will be the links to some of the services I recommend. Okay, tip number five, create a free download. If someone's coming to your website and you're not offering something in return for their name and email address, all you will see in the stats for your website is just someone has visited. That's almost like someone playing knock and run. Give them something of value so they leave their name and email, and then you've got their details, and then you can build up a relationship with them. It's really important. You go to my website, I'm giving loads of free information on there, but in order to get that, you have to leave your name and email, which is fine and brilliant. I can then build up a relationship with you, and over time I can add more value, help you with your business, yada, yada, yada. You get it. Okay, number six, start virtual networking. Skype has obviously been around for years. I prefer to use Zoom. So why don't you connect with your clients and say, hey, look, you know, I'm just holding a free networking event online. Let's just get together. Let's run a free mastermind group, something like that. You know, connect people, talk about the issues you have in your business, what you can do, because your skill set will be different to someone else's skill set and to someone else's. And when you cross those skill sets over, I'll just put my paper down, you connect them and you are stronger. See, one twig on its own is very easy to break, but a group of twigs is as hard as steel. So the more people come together, you can help each other out. So that is my tip number six. Number seven, write an email nurture campaign. Now, what this is, if someone signs up for your free ebook, for example, you need to build up a relationship. So if you're using a CRM system, which stands for Customer Relationship Management, something like MailChimp or Constant Contact, there's loads of them out there. When someone signs up, excuse me, when someone signs up for your free download, what do they start receiving? And I've got a free download. In fact, if you send me an email, I will send that to you. Send me an email to simon@simonjordan.com and I will send you my email nurture campaign template if you do that. And it's just, you can automate your relationship building with them on autopilot. And that's what you should be doing. Your website should be working with or without you 24/7, really. You know, you shouldn't be there. You set it up and you get people coming to your website because you're adding value on social media. They come, they sign up for your ebook, and you can build that connection up with them over time automatically. So that's my tip number 7. Coming in at number 8, start creating memes. I don't quite like that because it's a millennium word, that memes, but create graphics to boost your business. Check out Canva, Canva.com. I use Photoshop and Illustrator, and that's part of the big Adobe suite, which is quite expensive per month. But start playing around with memes. Putting quotes out there, putting images to show your knowledge, add value to people, put images out there. Images, we're all very visual based. Social media is fantastic for that. So see what other people are doing and, you know, copy that. But obviously copy it directly, but see what they're doing. See if it works for you so you can do that as well. So start playing around, creating your own memes to produce your website, so to rather promote your website, to promote what you're doing. If you do create the memes, highly recommend you put your website on there as at the bottom. So for me, for example, if I had a picture of me going like that, I took a still from this and I had a quote by the side on here, like life is great or something. If you put your website on the bottom, you know, you don't have to put the whole HTTP, and you don't even have to put the www. Actually, graphically it looks nicer just to put, I would put simonjordan.com. You get what the website is. And if people share that, they can see where it's come from, you see. I did that with One Planet, One Place, and I built it up. It's now got over 200,000 followers on there. It's a great place. And in fact, if you want to go for some nature videos at this time, get some calm, go to my Facebook page, One Planet, One Place. It's the spelling one, O-N-E. Okay, number 9, review all of your marketing. Go through it all. How are your emails? Do you have an email signature? What is your website like? What's your social media like? Start reviewing it all. Do a spring clean. Same as I said on point number 1 about going to your website. Do a spring clean. What are you putting out there? Does it all look similar? Are you using the same font, the same colors, the same style of imagery? It's important if you're using stock photographies, for example, and there's millions of ones out there. There's some great free websites. I use Pixabay, Pixabay.com. That's a great free facility. If you are using stock photography, look at the styles of them. You know, if you said it's one photo here and this style of background rather, and it was quite muted, the colours were quite muted. If you then use another image which is very bright, it's shot very differently. Sometimes it can look a bit incongruent. So look at the photos you're using on your website. Do they all look as if they've been shot with the same camera, the same lighting? You know, it's very important to get a theme running throughout it. Okay, and number 10 is get inspired. Watch some TED Talk posts, for example. Listen to podcasts. I've done loads in the past. You know, if you go onto Apple, look at Simon Jordan Radio Show, there's loads of interviews on there, but there's amazing ones out there. Get inspired, get passionate. Use this time wisely. Don't wish it was easier, wish it was better. This is a post I put out this morning and I'll read it from here. So use this time wisely. Don't wish it was easier, wish you were better. Get stronger, get fitter, get more focused, get prepared, come alive and find your passion. It's really important at this time. You know, I know we think, great, it's a holiday, we can just sit and chill out. You know, maybe you're feeling a bit down in the dumps because you've lost clients or whatever it is. If your back's against the wall, you can push back off that and you can fight and get better. You can reevaluate your business, reevaluate your life, or look at where you can do things better rather than just sink down into a pit and feel, oh, this is terrible. Believe me, I've been there. I've been so on the floor, like at a parachute out of a snake's bottom. I was that far down. But every time I've had my back against the wall, I've been at an advantage because I couldn't go any further back. So push off that wall. And remember, being on lockdown doesn't mean being knocked down. There are so many resources. In fact, we have never been at a better time in society. Yes, all the viruses going around and some serious illnesses, and I really feel for those people who are losing their lives. It's a terrible time, but we also have an advantage. When we've been asked to stay at home, We're not having bombs dropped on us like World War II. We're not having people kicking in the doors with guns and things like that, again, like the wartime. We're just being asked to stay at home, to watch TV essentially. But I'm saying, don't just sit on the sofa. Get out there, review your business. So just a quick review. This is the longest video I have done. Number one, take time to review your website. Check over it. Does it all work properly? Does the contact page work properly? Start video blogging. Tip number two, start doing things like this. This is shot on an iPhone. It's easy to do. The equipment is very, very cheap, very simple. Three, start a podcast. Again, there's loads of resources out there. Look on YouTube. How do I start a podcast? So many ideas out there. You've got a voice. You've got a story to tell. You've got value to bring to the marketplace. Try that out. Podcasting might work. You don't have to do all of these, by the way. Find one that is comfortable for you, that's aligned with you. All the stuff I do, I ask my clients and I check in with them. Is it aligned with them? There's no point me just saying, go out and do a video. You might hate video. It might not work for you. I highly recommend it, but you don't have to do it. You know, it's what I do is not, okay, you do what I do and you will get the same results. I don't work like that. Everything I do is about being aligned with you. It's very important you check in with that. These are just ideas I'm sharing with you. So, number three, start a podcast. Number four, start writing a blog. It's really important. You know, you can't expect just to put your website out there, take a step back, and the clients to come calling and knocking on the door. It just doesn't happen. Share your knowledge. There's 1,000,001 coaches out there and consultants, but you are different. You are your USP, and I've talked about this on previous videos. Right, create a free download. What can you provide to your marketplace? What do they need right now? So write a top 5 tips, top 7 tips, or how you get through a lockdown, whatever it might be. And that, by doing a free download, you can help build an email list from your website. Number 6, start virtual networking. Use something like Zoom. You can have up to 100 people on a Zoom call. It's zoom.us, I think that's the website, for free. If you want to do the premiere version, you can get more, and it goes longer than 45 minutes, but go check that out. Write an email nurture campaign. If you email me, it's simon@simonjordan.com. I will send you my free email nurture campaign template. What else? 8, start creating memes to boost your business. 9, review all your marketing. Just look at it all. Get it all out. If you do leaflets, if you've got business cards, whatever, just put it all out. Take time to step back. Now's the time to review it all and see if it all works. Is the message right? Does the imagery look right? Is it all consistent? Is it congruent across your printed out materials to your online materials to your videos, whatever it is? Does it all look the same? Does it all come across as the same message? Is it congruent? Building a strong brand is about congruency. And number 10, get inspired. I say this, it's so important. Be inspired. What fires you up? What is your why? Review that. What are you doing this for? Why did you start your business? What was was it for freedom? Okay, now's a great time when you're not getting a lot of freedom. But what can you do? What can you do to be prepared now? So when we're out of this lockdown and out of this huge change on the planet right now, are you going to be ready? Because if you're not ready, there will be people way ahead of you and they will be hitting the ground running. So you need to be match fit. You need to be prepared. And my last note again is, don't waste this time. Use this time wisely. We might be on lockdown, but you, my friend, are not knocked down. Get back up, push back off that wall and get going. This is the longest video I've ever done. I think it's huge, but thank you so much for bearing with me. I'm with you every step of the way on this. If I can be of any more help, I will be doing more regular videos to try and share my knowledge, what I can do to inspire you, to get you moving with your business in this time. But thank you so much for watching. Subscribe on these videos as well, and go to my website, simon@jordan.com, for more information. There's my free download that is there as well. And I will speak to you again very soon. Take care.